Sorry about that, I got a phone call, but I have black, red, cream, and white. And I did these two dolls yesterday. Gave them some nice little gashes. But you'll need a razor blade, a pair of scissors if you're going to cut up the dress and make it look spookier. And the first thing you kind of want to do is take the head off, undress it. And if you want the eyes out, you want to take the eyes out, but this one is more difficult, so I think I'm going to leave hers in and then just paint them shiny black or shiny white so she looks possessed. But let me get her ready and I'll show you the next step. One more thing, before I undress her, I want to, since there's not much showing on her legs and I can't really cut much, make cuts on her legs because her shoes will be covering. She's only got a little bit sticking out. I'm going to do some on her arms, but also want to do some up here in the sleeves. So I'm going to take a little snip with the scissors and then mark it with a black marker where it should be, so it lines up with the cut in the shirt and the cut in the arm. So I'm going to do that real quick and then I'll show you. Okay, I cut little snips in her sleeve and then I marked it with the marker. That way it lines up perfectly. That way when I redress her, the cut will be lined up with the cut in the dress. So I'll show you how I cut it. Okay, so what you want to do is just go in at an angle on both sides, just to make a little kind of like a V cut in there. It doesn't need to be perfect because you're just going to throw some red paint in it, and it needs to look jagged anyway, so it looks like it's a real cut. So I'm going to finish these up and then I'll show you. Okay guys, I got some gashes in there. I got two on that arm. I got one there. I put one on her throat. And I put two in that arm that's under the sleeve. So the next step is painting her all black. Now the thing that I did notice is the heads are more rubbery, so they don't really peel. But the bodies, being that they're that plastic, they tend to want to peel. I'll show you. See this head? If I can zoom it in. You can rub it, scratch it, it won't peel. But this body, you can see where I moved the arm. Just from moving her arm, it's starting to scrape off. So I don't know if there's anything I can do to protect them from the rain, or if I'm gonna have to just put them on the porch. I guess I'll figure that out because this is the first time I've done them, so I'll just kind of go by trial and error. But let me go ahead and paint her black and then I will show you. Okay guys, so I figured I'm gonna try sanding this one. That way hopefully she doesn't peel as much. I don't know if you can see it, but I took some fine grit sandpaper and just roughed her up everywhere. You want to get every spot because hopefully that will make the paint stick. I guess we'll find out, but it should help with the paint sticking. You can see the detail there, you just need some fine grit. It only took me about 10 minutes to scuff her up. Alright, I'll paint her and then I'll show you. Okay guys, so I'm just going to take some black paint and just start painting her. Put a nice coat on, because you don't want to be able to see through the black. So put a good a good coat of black on. Alright, I'll do that and I'll be right back. Okay guys, I apologize, but I may have to make a part 2. Considering the drying time, and I'm recording this on my cell phone. There's the body. I still have to paint her feet and her hands. And then I'm going to work on the head while that's drying. Now this one, I'm leaving her eyes in because they're kind of difficult to take out. And there's something else I want to try, something different. So I'm going to paint her the eyelids right there, but I'm not going to paint her eyeballs yet, and then I'm going to paint her skin all black. I'll do that and be right back. Okay, I have her face painted. I have her eyelids painted on the top. I didn't want to paint her eyeballs yet. I'm going to paint them either white or probably white or black, just depending on how the body, how I do the body. But I've got her head all painted. It's going to need possibly another coat. And I got to finish working on parts of the body. I got to do the hands and the feet and some touch-up spots. I'll try to do that and try to continue the video on this video instead of doing 2 parts.